I'm weird. And I literally don't care. It's fine. It doesn't matter. And that's what we'll be talking about today. I'm a really weird guy. Just gonna be straight up honest. I like a lot of consider to the mass as a weird thing. I like Super Punch Out. One of my favorite games of all time. It's on a classic Nintendo system. It's not one of these brand new games like Fortnite, Minecraft, Siege, any new game coming out. No, it's Super Punch Out. Just because I have all the nostalgia for it, that's it. I literally have a poster of it. Like, I think that's considered a weird, nerdy thing for a lot of people. And even if, considering that's not weird or something, I literally have a Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures poster. A show that hardly anybody knows about. And it's a great show, by the way. Please go watch it. Hilarious show, kids show, and it's still timeless to this day. But anyway, a lot of the things I like and do are considered weird by a lot of people, especially in the country I live in, which is America. If that wasn't obvious, I guess. But it's considered weird to a lot of people. And I don't know why. I don't know why people consider things weird at all. If you like something, I don't care what you do, how you dress, it's whatever you like, you like. And it pisses me off today in this day and age how people can still shame somebody for the things that they like, especially like video games and stuff. I have a lot of like friends back at home. I live in a very small town, very rural area where we do a lot of farming and I drive a beater car, by the way. I also have a very crappy car. It's it's on two legs and two sticks, but it still gets me from point A to point B. So I don't care. But a big thing around my town is trucks and people with trucks. I don't have the money to spend on a big old truck. I don't want a big old truck, to be honest. I don't. I could care less about it. But I get talked down to about my crappy car, which it's always a joke. I don't really care. I know my car's a piece of crap, but I shouldn't be shamed for not having a truck, especially since I don't want one at all. I think that's very stupid and very weird. But also, a lot of people who consider themselves outcast to society, which I'm not a person who thinks I'm an outcast to society, but a lot of people who do act almost horrible in public. Horrible. And this is also something I really want to talk about. I don't care the way you dress. I don't care. I don't care what you wear in public as long as I ain't seeing a boob pop out or your pee pee falling out. I don't really care. Really, I don't. You could wear full black, full goth, full everything, and as long as you're not harming me or doing anything, whatever. But people who dress like that, most of the time, and this goes for everybody, it could be a little kid, it can be a Karen, it can literally be anybody. It could be me in a public place. But for the most part, these people who are dressed like old goths, wearing stuff on their head, act like nobody else is around them and they're like at home. And it really makes me mad. And some people who dress like that are perfectly fine. They're perfectly respectful. And another thing also those people are or either they're super quiet and the cashier's like yelling at them, trying to get them to talk louder because they want to know what they want or what they're asking for. And then they end up spending an extra 20 minutes just trying to get it figured out, trying to get a word out of these people. It's ridiculous and it makes me so angry. Excuse me. It makes me so angry because I'm just wasting my time at that point waiting on a person who can clearly talk fine and is fine, has no problems, is acting like they can't and they really won't. But back to the point of being loud and obnoxious and acting like there's nobody else around. And this is also another point. I love movies. I absolutely love movies. I love watching movies. I love watching shows, reviewing shows, doing anything really. I love media and movie production and learning about the history of how things were made and all that type of stuff that I guess is considered weird. I like that stuff. But people anyway that's what was leading to my story. So I was at Hot Topic with my buddy and we were looking for a Fantastic Four shirts. We were going to go watch the new Fantastic Four movie, so we go into Hot Topic. We were looking for a shirt and there's almost these two people in there yelling, acting like nobody else is around them, and me and my friend are looking at these shirts. They're literally right in front of us. They are right in this stupid bright window light. Like, say I'm right here. I'm talking like right here. These right here is where I'm looking. These people come in. We'll use this as an example. Foop, right in front of me, face to face. And I'm standing there like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was obviously here looking at these shirts. Like, why are you acting like you're better than me? You aren't. Just wait your turn if you want to look at these shirts in front of me. Like, that's all you have to do. And then I'm an awkward son of a bitch. I'm not gonna like yell at them and say, "Hey, we're looking at that." unless it's egregious. Unless it's like super egregious, obviously they're purposely doing it, which they were. I should have said something, but it makes me so mad. And they were being super loud and obnoxious and being a distraction to everybody in the store, and they were just like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Hot Topic is also, their stuff is stupidly overpriced, very much so. This is another topic. Went to Five Below, found almost the exact same shirt. It could have even been better quality. Hot Topic, it was $25. At Five Below, it was $5. Like, it doesn't make any sense why Hot Topic is so expensive. But anyway, ended up not buying anything in there. And it was just, they were just a complete nuisance to my public experience. If you're in public, don't feel like you have to be super, super duper quiet. Just have a like normal talking voice. Like how I'm talking right now is perfectly fine, to be honest. Like if you're just talking like this, whatever. Like I don't think anybody's gonna bat an eye at it or think of it to be something weird. No, I think they're just gonna be like, okay, whatever. They're just having a conversation. But when you're yelling, getting stupid excited, like, oh my god, there it is, it's right there. It's like, what do you? Come on, just say, hey, look, it's right there. Let's go get him before anybody else gets him. Like, you're just causing distraction. And heck, even being, if there's only like a few of them left, maybe you've been everywhere, can't find them anywhere, and then you start yelling it, somebody probably is going to be like, oh, crap, there's the thing I was looking for that I can't find it also anywhere, and then they're going to probably take it if that's your excuse to getting so excited for something. And I get it, getting really excited to find something in a store and kind of like not focusing on your surrounding areas. I totally get that. I mean, I 100% get that. But you always have to remember you're in public. You always need to remember that you're in public and you are putting on, you just need to be a respectful person. Again, I don't care what you wear or what you do, just be respectful, and then there's no problems with me, to be honest. Absolutely none. Just be a respectful person, and I don't think that's much to ask from anybody. And don't get me wrong, it's not all the people that like wear all the goth stuff. I'll say, like, well, let's just, and I'm not being rude to the goths. A lot of I know a couple goth people, and they are the most funny, hilarious people I've ever met. Really, I literally know one who's going to college in the state I live in, which I'm not in the state I live in right now, but they go to Indiana, and they are a joy to talk to. They're great. They're just really shy, and they dress in black, and that's whatever. They're not a harm to anybody. I don't think anybody should be looking down on them. But sorry. Anyway, I'm just gonna like say, dress like as goths, because what I mean by like is like wearing a. Anyway. Anyway, you can also have those jackasses who think they're these super big jocks, think they're bigger and better than everybody, and I also have experienced this with this too. I was a sports guy in high school. I still love sports. Sports are probably my main number one passion. Watching movies and video games is a very, very close second. Could be even tied for one, to be honest. But I love sports. I love keeping up with sports. I like watching sports. I like betting on sports. I love sports. I really, really do. And I was a tennis player too. We're just going to talk about everything in this video because who gives a shit? If you made it to this part, you probably want to keep watching. So who cares? So anyway, I'm watching. Anyway, so I'm in high school. I played tennis. Tennis, for some reason, was looked down upon for some reason. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. I have no clue. Because us as a tennis team, we were dogs. Like, I mean, seriously, we were dogs. Like, we were a small school, and yet we went out there in, like, won regionals, which is almost unheard of. We were a 2A school. If you know what I'm talking about, this is for you. But we were a small school, and we were going against, like, really, really much bigger schools, like 4 times our size, and we were winning. And we did something never done in school history before. But for some reason, the football players they were like almost assholish about it, like acting like we didn't really do anything. And they're like, literally, I'll quote this verbatim. Well, and this is one of my good buddies too. He's like, tennis is a lot easier to win than football, as they're playing smaller schools than them. Just let that sink in. Just let that sink in. Schools that have bad records. I don't know why. I think my mic sounded weird right now. Maybe it did. I don't know. Schools smaller, bad records, worse records compared to them, and they're still losing because they have a better reputation. It doesn't make any sense. And then when they lose in sectionals, it just makes me really mad. So I understand, like, anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. These people in public that are jocks and think that they're entitled to more than everybody else are even worse. Or even more loud, or even more in the way, and they think that, oh, I just gotta get this one thing, and then we're going to be out. And then when people are messing with people, that's when I get so mad. That is when it draws me over the line. I've talked about this in another video, but I saw this video where this this old nice woman was running a Dutch shop and Amish shop. Sorry, not Dutch. Amish shop. Like they were selling their goods and services at this store, and then these people walk in for clout for TikTok and start messing with her. That makes me so freaking mad. It boils my blood. But anyway, let's get back to the point of this video. I'm weird. I don't really care. I legitimately don't, and I don't care what people think about me. As long as I know I'm being a good person and putting my best foot forward and doing the best I can, I'm fine with that. And that's what I want to live myself up to. I want to live up to my expectations I have for myself. So at the end of the day, if somebody thinks I'm weird, somebody thinks what I'm doing is just not right, then I'm not going to put myself around that person. I'm not. And I'm not gonna lie either. I'm pretty quiet with about the stuff like the weird stuff I like. Like my whole desk is Pac-Man themed. I have posters everywhere. I mean, look, a lot of people consider all the Michigan State stuff I have is weird, and whatever. I don't really care. But at the end of the day, I don't. I don't care, and I don't think anybody else should. If you're passionate about something and you really like something, and you don't feel like you can share with a lot of people, find people you can share with. The internet is a great thing, to be honest. It can be a really bad thing, but it's also a really, really good thing. And at the end of the day, there's so many groups, even like subreddits alone, that you can just talk about almost anything about. And I think that's just amazing. And if there isn't somebody in your personal life that you can talk about, and you don't feel like you can, then you don't really need to. I will stand by that too. I never really talk about my passions, my weird hobbies and interests around people. I don't. And unless they have those similar interests and I know they're not going to judge me for it, then I do. Like my sister or one of my really good friends named Jack. Those people I do talk to about. Like I don't care around them because I know I can trust them and be all right with it. But for the majority of people I know, and I like even my best friend, I really don't talk about this stuff, and it doesn't really hurt a relationship at all. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because you don't have to be the same in every way to be friends with somebody either. You don't. Me and my best friend, we're we're different in a lot of ways, but we're still really good friends. I trust him more than anybody. Probably up there. He's one of the people I trust most in this world. Talked about anything about really. But I still wouldn't talk to him just willy-nilly about the stuff I really like because I know he's not interested in that. And that's okay. That's why you also need to find groups. You're not going to have similarities with every single person in your group. You just need to find somebody with some similarities as you because you guys can still be good friends. And just because you don't have everything in common doesn't mean you can't be friends with them. It just means like you might not be able to talk about literally everything and anything that you want. And that's okay. I don't think you're ever going to find a person that's is exactly the same as you in every single way. I don't know. I think that's kind of beautiful, to be honest. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. I just wanted to talk about how I'm weird and really don't give a shit. Like I I really don't at all. And last story. We'll cap off the story right here. So, college last year, I was playing Minecraft on a LAN cable. And if you guys don't know, if you're on console and you are connected by a LAN cable, you can connect to other games that are on that LAN cable. So a kid joined my world randomly. I was like, "What the heck?" So he sent a chat. He's like, "Oh, I see you mute." I was like, "Yep." And I knew about the LAN cable situation. Sorry for hitting the mic. I knew about the LAN cable situation, so I assumed that's how he connected through me. And he said, "Yeah, I just connected to the LAN cable." So, oh, okay, so somebody else is playing Minecraft that's here. Maybe I can get to know and be friends with them. So I'm like, "Hey, you have Discord?" He goes, "No, I'm assuming you do." And obviously, I didn't get to hear his voice, but I could tell. I could tell by the chat that that's kind of how he sounded. So he said, "I'm assuming you do." It's like, "Yep, do you have... what's your PlayStation name?" Like, that's why I asked. And then he left. Which is whatever. I mean, whatever. But don't, like, if you joined my world, why are you being the one who's being an ass about it? Like, I'm literally just trying to carry on a conversation, maybe seeing if what you're doing or whatever, and just playing a little bit of Minecraft. But no, you just had to be a little ass about it. So yeah, that's really about it for this video. If you're out there and feel like you have weird hobbies and stuff, they're not. They're just different from other people. Everybody else has different hobbies. Heck, sports are considered as like one of the most widely accepted things and they're weird as hell. Pe- People playing with balls all the time to score, to not score. Like, it doesn't. I love sports. Again, I love basically every single sport in this world, but they're almost all the same thing, just with differing barely. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, I don't like basketball, but I love soccer." They're the same thing at the end of the day, except one you kick, you don't score as much. Sometimes you don't score at all, and then one is sometimes you also might not score at all. It might just be even more boring, just because there's more scoring in basketball doesn't mean it's any more fun to watch than soccer. So anyway, just be out there. Just find your friend group if you want to talk about something. Leave it in a YouTube comment. Maybe somebody will respond to your comment and then have the same idea, same relations, and then you guys can become friends through literally a YouTube comment thread. Like, there's just so many ways to become friends with people now. It's legitimately so nice and so easy. So yeah, that's really about it. I'm gonna end this video off. Don't want it to go on too long, but that's really about it. As always, have a great day.